my goodness, this is like the fifth time that I'm trying to record this, and every time something messes up, so I'm having a hard time getting this message out. I'm going to start from when the planet crosses over. I saw it coming from the southwest part of the sky. At first, I heard a great roar, cracking, and thunder, and I looked up to see a large celestial body approaching. It approached with black ash clouds rolling, and it covered the sky. The planet itself, or whatever it is, a celestial body, was red and kind of glowing in a bit. The sun, our sun, was at high noon position, and as the celestial body got closer, the sun darted out of the sky. The earth began to shift, and it got dark. The stars moved from their position, and the roar of the planet crossed over towards the north. The earth shook and rumbled. The ground rolled up and down. There was no place to stand. The ground opened up with cracks and crevices, and the trees blew over like they were uprooted and tossed down, all laying flat with their roots exposed. The sky became heavy and thick with a cloud of ash, and it stayed dark because of it. The passing took maybe 30 minutes at it. It could have been a little bit longer, but it did not, stressing, it didn't take long. But behind it, it left a trail of ash and destruction. I watched until the celestial body moved out of the sight into the north, and even then the earth continued to shake. Now, it's going to be like as it passes. It's done passing and it's going back out. The earth will continue to shake, but it'll be like, it'll have the aftershocks. Like every once in a while, well, not at first, it'll be like one right after the other. And then as time goes on a little bit more, it'll be like a minute apart. Then it'll be 5 minutes apart. Then it'll be like 10 minutes apart. I mean, it's kind of the opposite of childbirth, okay? Okay. And it became, as the aftershocks became further and further apart, it was a lot easier now to watch. There won't be any kind of electricity, phone service, or anything like that. So if you're going to be ready before this happens. But the sky was still dark, and from out of the ground came soldiers. They like popped out, you know, they like had been underneath the ground and now coming out. And they were carrying guns. And I heard in the distance wails and cries. People were confused. And the planet, the planet itself, I think, with the electromagnetic energy, is going to wipe your brain. It's going to cause you to be very, very confused and dazed and not understand what just happened. And you can't think clearly. And the ones that weren't prepared, their homes will be ruined and flattened down. And so they have nowhere to go but to these camps. And that's where they'll get their food and water. Now, right before all this happens, approximately 10 to 14 days, the two witnesses will come down from a mountain. They look like Moses and Elijah. I don't know, they have beards and robes and sandals, and they come out. And they were the only ones during all this visit in heaven and seeing everything. These two witnesses were the only things that really, really scared me a lot. They looked like they were on a huge mission, and you don't want to mess with them. Now, out of this time as well, I think we're going to be told by the government or something like that that this event will happen, but they're going to tell you you've got a month or 6 weeks or something. You're not going to have that much time. When the two witnesses come up, you're going to have 10 to 14 days to get out. And now with me, I was shown that there's going to be an angel that will tell me that it's time to leave. And take that time and leave. And I'm not special, so I'm sure that, you know, this is going to happen to all the people that are sealed, that know this is going to happen and waiting. They'll be told to go to their refuge. Okay, so, and it's going to happen on the end of the month in springtime. So be prepared for that. And it's going to happen on, you know, you'll have a Friday, you know, to, you know, like your last day, then Saturday or Sunday. So get out of town. Do what the angel tells you, or if it's the two witnesses saying it, then, you know, get out of town. Because, I mean, you could be killed if you're not going to follow orders. You know what I mean? I mean, you may not make it. Now, now, when all this has happened, I saw the shadowy man that came, that I saw in the cherry tree. He came out and he went to Jerusalem. And he was walking on a red rug like royalty and sat on the throne, claiming to be everybody's God. He's not going to just say that he's Yeshua or Yahweh. He's going to say he's everybody's God. So, and everybody will believe it except those who are sealed before. And remember, there's a 10-day tribulation, Jacob's trouble. And those will be at the very end of Satan's reign. You're going to be taken up to the synagogues of Satan, and you will have to testify using the Holy Spirit, who will speak through you. Remember Pentecost? That was the cloven tongue. This will also be the cloven tongue. And now remember too that this is going to be the sixth trump, the sixth seal, and the sixth vial. So remember it, and the woes are coming. So, and also the woman, remember the woman that I saw. She is Israel, the woman, and she goes to the mountains until she is taken up to the synagogue of Satan. So, anyway, now I better stop this because I have a feeling that I'll have to try and record this one more time. So thank you for listening, and I hope this has helped.